Hallelujah. You already know. This your man DJ Quarterman here with Coughfee Shoppe Radio. What we're doing today for Social Subs TV. You already know Praise Yah, the creator and the author and finisher of my life. And what we want to do today, we want to advertise and also provoke thought for those that do not know, brothers. It's about veterans and benefits today. Here, what we have is a well-known veteran administrative worker himself, 30 years into the industry of giving VAs benefits to all those who serviced in the military. Mr. Emmett Wills himself. I'll let you go and finish out with your critiques and further off explain what you do and who you are in your position.
Hello, my name is Emmett Wills Jr. I am a senior Veterans Benefits Representative at the Nashville VA Regional Office. I want to talk to you out there in Coughfee Shoppe Radio Land about VA benefits. For those of you that don't know, this is basically info for you. It's an outreach. Okay, I'm doing this on my own spare time, but just to show that I am committed to veterans benefits and making sure that all veterans are aware of VA benefits and their entitlements. I wanted to reach out and talk to my brothers and sisters who wore the uniform like I did. I've been a veterans benefits representative ever since April 14th, 1985, when the person that is hosting this show was born. I have been there from that day till then. Till now, excuse me. I've gained much experience in the processing of VA benefits, and I consider myself somewhat an expert. If you can see this website here beside me, it is the website of the Department of Veterans Affairs. That website is www.va.gov. I say that again, www.va.gov. If you served in the active Army, Navy, Marines, or Air Force, and especially during the wartime period, like especially all the wars we've just been recently having, if you were injured while you were on active duty and you have now been discharged and you have not filed a claim for disability compensation, which you may be entitled to, you should go to this website and check it out thoroughly. There's information here regarding health care, benefits, burials and memorials, and that's the last stint of it, but something that entitlement is also earned for. There's information about the VA, resources, the media room, our locations nationwide, and how to contact them. We have websites on Facebook, Twitter, and all of the local media outlets where you can gain information in regard to filing VA benefits. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say you're a veteran, you served in the Gulf War, you was over in Iraq or Afghanistan, and you experienced traumatic events that no human being could have ever experienced in their life, okay? You come back, you are a different person than you were when you were over there. Your family, your friends have told you like you've changed. You wondering if it's a mental condition. You never sought any treatment for it. You never thought that your experiences over there could have affected you traumatically. They could have. Seek treatment at your local VA medical center. Get a diagnosis. Turn around, file a claim for VA benefits at your local VA regional office. As long as you have honorable service, you received the honorable discharge, there's medical information in your treatment records while you were in the military showing that you sought treatment for the traumatic event that you experienced and that now you are continuing to seek treatment. You could be compensated for that.
And
That's
this
called a traumatic brain injury. Brothers and sisters, it has happened. I have counseled many veterans as far as what they are entitled to, and a lot of them have actually received their benefits. I ain't perfect, but usually my knowledge and experience will guide you in the right way, because as long as you have the appropriate medical evidence and they can make a nexus between what happened to you and where you're at now, You will be compensated.
So even after like 7 or years after serving, never even thought about even thinking about doing this now. They see this video, and and they've been, their examinations. They were fine before they went to the service, but it then got affected after serving. And like I said, 7 to 10 years go by, they could still be able to go and be able to looking for benefits.
There have been people that I have talked to about their conditions, and it has been some time frame from the time they were discharged till the time they actually filed their claim. They were successfully granted their benefits because of the simple fact they followed the main rules of how to get benefits, and that is to have evidence showing in your service treatment records for a condition or disability that you incurred while you were on active duty. Then seek treatment after you are discharged for that same condition. That's called a nexus. That's the first thing to show that you have experienced an event or disability and that you are still seeking treatment for it. If they can tie those two together, the experience in service and the treatment afterwards, especially if you sought treatment immediately after your discharge, you may be compensated for it. I'm not saying you will, I'm saying you may be. You have to make sure that you meet the regulations. The regulations that you would be interested in to read about VA disabilities is 38 CFR Part 4.
And where could they find that at?
You can go on this website. You can go on you can search government regulations, okay? The regulations is 38 CFR, and CFR stands for Code of Federal Regulations, okay? 38 CFR, Code of Federal Regulations, Part 3 is the administrative and adjudicative actions of the Department of Veterans Affairs. That's where I work under. 38 CFR, Code of Federal Regulations, Part 4 is the rating disabilities.
Gotcha.
It's a listing of all medical conditions, how to achieve from 0% to 100%. If your conditions meet those evaluations and requirements, you should be compensated for that. Now, there are a lot of people who file claims that I have to say some are denied, okay? But if you file a successful appeal and get more medical evidence to support your claim, it's all there.
Now, what inspired you to become an advocate to looking for benefits for other veterans that served in the military?
I served. My father served. My brother served. My uncles served. All people who took responsibility and actions to defend this country are entitled to the benefits that they deserve.
And we also just want to thank you for the years of you serving in the service and serving, the public, and helping out other brothers and sisters who have protected our country and giving them, the rights and the benefits they receive for compensation.
It should be me thanking them, and I do. Thank all of you for your service.
And we just want to also just add some other further details. Like I understand you had plenty. How many cases have you handled in your 35 years? Do you think you can be able to bring out?
I can put it to you this way: in the position that I'm doing right now, and I am the attorney fee coordinator for the regional office that I work at. Since I've handled that job, and what that job is that I am like a coordinator for veterans who hire attorneys to seek the benefits that they are trying to get. And sometimes when it gets as high as like after you file an appeal, some vets hire attorneys, and the attorneys get the benefits that they, just like Morgan and all of them. Okay. They are entitled to a fee of 20% of their retroactive benefits that they get if they get the benefits sought. So I'm the person that would be the one that pays the attorney, okay? And the veteran gets the rest of his money. In the time that I've done this job, I have paid out over $6 million to either veterans or attorneys. So track record is relatively good.
$6 million, outstanding.
And that's
outstanding.
no joke.
Outstanding.
That's no joke.
And I've also heard that you also made was that designs and plans throughout the service as far as how they train and you're educating these
I do train
newcomers.
a lot of people that come into the realm of my job aspect. I have a lot of responsibility with that. So yeah, with that being said, I've trained a lot of people.
How do you feel doing that?
When I see those people go on and become supervisors, it lets me know that I did a good job because they were able to get that far up.
So it's like duplicating yourself and having
Basically,
more advocates to do the same hard work. And even after work, I hear that you also take out your time every day to look out for other veterans and give them this advice and drop these jewels in them to help them receive
yes,
this
I am
information and
a
benefit.
well versed advocate for veterans benefits, be it on the job or off the job.
Have you ever thought
If I
about
run into someone that I find out is a veteran, I stop and talk to them and ask them, have you had any disabilities since your discharge? Have you filed your claim? Have you sought medical treatment? And if they tell me yeah, then I ask them, how's your claim going? How are you feeling today? Is any of your claims, your conditions exacerbated? And if so, go seek treatment, file a claim, get an increase. Now, there are some veterans out there that, and it's not right to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, that think that once they attain service connection, that they should try to get the max that they can get, but they don't meet the requirements for it. For those of you that's doing that, you are really putting yourself in a position where you could possibly get your benefits reduced. And I say that to say this.
Mate, that's good to hear
I
that.
say that to say this. Let's say you're a service-connected veteran and you currently receive 30% for post-traumatic stress. Now, granted, it's a mental condition. It can increase in severity.
Mm-hmm.
If it increases in severity, then by all means, go seek treatment for it. And if it has in fact increased in severity, then you are entitled to file a claim for an increase. But if you just try to go and get the max and you ain't really entitled to it, and your condition actually gets better when you go to that exam, and then you file a claim, they're going to look at that. If they find that your condition has actually gotten better instead of getting worse, guess what? Your benefits are going to get reduced. Unless you can prove by medical evidence that it is either sustained where it's at or it has actually increased in severity. So don't go out there all willy-nilly just thinking you're getting the government check because you got a disability that now, well, I'm finna get greedy. I'm gonna go ahead and file me a claim for an increase. Don't do that. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the taxpayers' time. Don't waste everybody else's time. If you are, in fact, experiencing an increase in your condition, then yeah, by all means do so. File a claim. You're entitled. But don't just do it being willy-nilly because you could get the tables turned on you.
Nice jewel.
So be mindful.
Nice
File
advice.
a claim legitimately. Get your benefits that you are entitled to legitimately. Don't try to buck the system because we will catch you.
Gotcha. Now, what would you say the average for a person when they apply for or set up for benefits? What's the average turnaround time for a response? You believe it? Do they trust or should they like constantly nag or things of that nature?
Well, the thing is that we in the past the VA has received a lot of bad press as far as like the time it takes to get appointments as far as like health care, getting their claims resolved. We are working diligently and have been working diligently for the last 10 years to bring that issue to closure where it would take no more than 125 days to administratively process your claim. We're not there yet, but we have put a definite break in the backlog that we have had. So it's a slow process, but it is a diligent process. We're working hard at it, and we are going to get it done.
And how do you feel about as far as with the presidency and also as far as the cabinets and members with the new benefits in healthcare they're talking about as far as reforming now today? Will you think it'd be affecting veterans as well?
I sincerely hope not because the veterans are the backbone of this country. Now, should the new administration decide to do anything derogatory to veterans benefits, I'm pretty sure there are people out there who will advocate to not change them, because the veterans are entitled to everything that they are entitled to, but because they earned it. They protected this country. They protected the way that you and I live. So it would, to me, be detrimental to change anything, any of the strides that we have made so far, because we worked so hard to get there. To turn around and have a setback would not only hurt our veterans, it would hurt this country.
Wow, okay. So you ever thought about going to practice, your own practice for doing this? Advocating
I'm
for other
enjoying what
veterans?
I do right now. I'm enjoying doing that until the day I retire. After that, who knows?
And just so we can drop off for all of our brothers out there for our social substance for the day, what other advice you want to give to our veterans out there that are not acknowledgeable about this knowledge that's going on right now that you're giving out?
Get informed, stay diligent, get the benefits that you're entitled to.
All right. Well, phenomenal.
And peace.
Well, thank you again, Mr. Emmett Wills. We appreciate you and your 35 plus years in serving with the government and helping our brothers and sisters in the Veterans Administration today, and also serving in the military of all forms and aspects. We appreciate you. Hope that you continue to be able to grow on other brothers and sisters out there and help them become advocates like yourself that's working in the same field that you're in, to help become champions for our veterans that don't have the voice to be able to get the benefits that's needed. So thank you again on behalf of Coughfee Shoppe Radio. We appreciate you coming through for our interview.
Thank you, and thank you, veterans, for your service.
All right.